जिवें तुहानूं पता ही है कि खालसा कॉलेज ऑफ लॉ जिहड़ा है ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਲਾਜ਼ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਰਲਡ ਲੈਵਲ 'ਤੇ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸਿਸ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕਰਵਾਉਂਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਮਜੀਠੀਆ ਹਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਗਲੋਬਲ ਲੀਗਲ ਐਥਿਕਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਵਰਲਡ ਤੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਖਾਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਪੀਕਰਸ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ। ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਜਸਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਟਾਫ ਮੈਂਬਰਸ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਮੈਨੇਜਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੈਂਬਰਸ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਖਾਸ ਗੈਸਟ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਨੇ। ਕੌਣ ਖਾਸ ਗੈਸਟ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਇਹ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ, ਚਲੋ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਕਾਲਜ ਆਫ ਲਾਅ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ।
My all distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, international delegates, faculty members and dear students. It is my profound honor as the Dean Faculty of Legal Sciences to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you gathered here for this momentous occasion of International Conference on the theme Global Legal Ethics, UK Perspective, Comparative Insights of Professional Standards in Legal Profession. We are deeply honored by the presence of our guests, Madam Barbara Mills, KC King's Counsel, Chair of the Bar Council of England and Wales, Madam Piran Thillo, Starkins, Advisor to the Chair of Bar Council of England and Wales, Advocate Mr. Sudhir Sidhu, Member Bar Council of India, and Mr. Advocate Mr. Gurpreet Singh Panesar, President of Amritsar Bar Association, and our worthy Dean Academic Affairs and Joint Secretary Sir Ajmer Singh Hedji and Sir Sarjeet Singh, the member of the Khalsa College Charitable Society, who have spared their valuable time to interact with the faculty and students. Their perspectives will not only enlighten us but also inspire us all to uphold the highest standards of professionalism in the future careers of our students.
This university, this college has a great history since 1892. There are many notable alumni. I was just talking to Piran, telling her that one of her favorite singers, Rabbi Shergill, is also a notable alumni. And many others, Bhuta Singh, MS Gill, many others are there. Many Olympians too. So you, dear students, are part of a great, great rich culture, a great history. This, by being itself, is a big honor.
Good afternoon, there we are. Good afternoon. Professor Dr. Jaspal Singh, Dr. Surinder Kaur, Dr. Saluga, Mr. Gurpreet Panesar and his executive members, and my dear friend Sudhir Sidhu, faculty members and dear students, thank you very much for asking me to come and speak a little bit about ethics with you this afternoon. I am really sorry that we kept you waiting. It's something that I don't like to do, but the combination of traffic, etc., caused us to be late. But thank you very much for staying to hear us. It's a real privilege to stand in this room at a university that has been here since 1892 and to meet for the first time the chair of the local bar, which is 170 years old. Today we're here to talk about ethics, that place where intersection of law and conscience are placed. The place where rules on books meet questions that keep us awake at night. Ethics is not a dusty add-on to legal degree. It is the compass by which law gains legitimacy and humanity, but they can sometimes diverge. A statute might permit something that still feels morally troubling, and a morally defensible action can be illegal in the eyes of the letter of the law. Our task as lawyers, and yours as future lawyers, is not to choose sides between law and ethics, but to navigate the space between them with rigour, humility and courage. There is a famous tension we can't escape that tension between predictability and justice. The law seeks predictability, stable rules, clear precedents, consistent outcomes. Ethics seeks justice, fairness, dignity, and the protection of the vulnerable. A robust legal system uses both. It creates reliable processes while continuing to test them against our deepest commitments about what it means to treat others with respect and to uphold human rights. Ethics is also deeply practical. It requires discipline, asking those really hard questions, revealing conflicts of interest, recognizing bias, and acknowledging when our best legal arguments rest on assumptions that deserve greater scrutiny. It also demands courage, the willingness to advocate for the unpopular or the marginalized when the risk to reputation and convenience is very real. As you study, I will encourage you, and as you listen to us talking about ethics, to think of three things, three habits that you might want to cultivate. First, ethics requires us to practice moral imagination and to put yourself in the shoes of clients, opponents, judges, and communities that are affected by the law. Secondly, when we're dealing with ethics, we have to have reflective skepticism. Question not only what is legal, but why it's legal and whom it serves. Ethics is not a checklist. So thirdly, it's a commitment to accountability, recognising errors, learning from them, and striving to repair harm when it occurs.
Distinguished guests, Khalsa University, Khalsa Charitable Society Executive and members, Dr. Jaspal Singh, Mr. Gurpreet Singh, Vanessa, Dr. Surinder Kaur, my dear friend Saveer Sidhu, advocates Raminda Kaur, Vidyamar Sareen, Harmanpreet Singh Malhotra, Gurpreet Singh, and last but not least, students. Thank you very much for having us today. I should tell you that in England nobody ever sees me, and I certainly don't appear on a public panel, so I'm usually behind the scenes, somewhere hidden, accompanying the chair. But as someone of Sikh origin, it's a real pleasure to be before you guys today. So, as Saveer said, my background is actually in politics. I've had the pleasure of being the advisor to the chair of the bar for the last 6 years, so I'm quite familiar with your territory. But for the purposes of today's conference theme, I thought it might be helpful to broaden out a comparative insight into professional standards in public life more generally. And what I'm going to do is give you a bit of an overview of what's happening back home in the UK, and hopefully that will give you food for thought for all of the outline that Barbara gave with your professional careers respectively.
It is indeed a proud moment and a matter of great honour for me to represent the Bar Association at this prestigious international conference on global legal ethics, UK Perspective, organised by the School of Law, Khalsa College University, Amritsar, in collaboration with the Bar Council of England and Wales. Today, over 3.5 million lawyers across more than 160 jurisdictions operate within increasing interconnected legal system. This globalization of the profession demands not only technical competency but a shared ethical compass, one that surpasses borders and political systems. The United Kingdom's regulatory model, outcome-focused, transparent, and consumer-aware, offers important lessons in governing firms and protecting clients, while our own bars emphasize on dignity, court-centric ethics, and public trust remains an indispensable anchor. Our task then is simple, if ambitious, to find common ground where regulation protects the public and preserves the independency and dignity of the profession, and to ensure the law remains accessible to those who most need it.
Selecting the topic of the conference. It is sheer belief that justice must be rooted in ethical principles and law must serve humanity. Justice must safeguard the rule of law, not just as a system, but as a moral promise. In this global era and interconnected world, no legal system stands alone because of the rise of cross-border issues like migration, climate change, economic inequality, etc. All these issues demand a legal response that is not only effective but deeply ethical and fundamentally just.